Welcome to Brawlzilla. In the shadows of the enchanted forest, where the neon lights of Starr Park fade into the whispers of the wild, there lives a predator. A boy who is never seen, only felt. They call him Leon. But behind the blue shark hoodie and the constant flick of a lollipop, there is a story of loss, loyalty, and a brotherly love that defies the corruption of the park. Today, we uncover the silent oath of the chameleon and the unbreakable bond he shares with his sister, Nita. Imagine a life where you are invisible not by choice, but by survival. Leon was not always the stealthy assassin we see in the arena. Long before the brawl, he and Nita were children of the plains, raised by the spirits of the earth. But Starr Park has a way of taking what is pure and turning it into a spectacle. When the scouts of the park arrived, they didn't just take two children, they took a legacy. They separated them, testing their primal instincts. Leon was gifted the spirit of the chameleon, the power to vanish into thin air, while Nita was bound to the great spirit of the bear. The tragedy of Leon is that he is the watcher. While Nita is loud, fierce, and upfront, Leon is the shadow that ensures she never falls. Every time you see Nita summon her bear, look closely at the surroundings. Leon is always there, hidden in the brush, clearing the path before she even knows there is danger. He is the silent guardian of the tribe. His invisibility is not a gift, it is a burden of constant vigilance. He stutters not like Stu, but in his movements, the hesitation of a boy who has forgotten what it feels like to be seen. To play Leon is to embrace the silence. He is a stealth assassin, and in the current 2026 meta, he remains the most terrifying presence in the tall grass. But mastering Leon is not about getting the most kills, it is about the psychology of fear. You must move like a ghost. The masterclass of Leon begins with the understanding of distance. His blades deal massive damage up close, but your true weapon is the mind game. When you activate your super, don't just run toward the enemy. Run to where they think you aren't. Use the clone projection gadget not as a shield, but as a bait. A true Leon master makes the enemy waste their ammo on a shadow, while the real shark is already behind them. The relationship between Leon and Nita is the only thing Starr Park couldn't break. The park tried to erase their memories, to turn them into mindless combatants for the crowd. But Leon kept a small token. A simple lollipop. To the world, it looks like a childish habit. To Leon, it is the only thing that keeps his senses grounded. The sweetness is a reminder of the life they had before the cages and the arenas. When Nita loses control, when the bear spirit takes over and she becomes a wild force of nature, Leon is the only one who can bring her back. He doesn't use words, he simply appears. A hand on her shoulder, a silent presence in the chaos. This is the duality of the jungle. One is the storm, the other is the wind that guides it. In the competitive landscape, using Leon alongside Nita creates a synergy that few can handle. While Nita provides the pressure with her bear, Leon executes the distracted targets. It is a dance of siblings that has been perfected through years of combat in the park's twisted games. Let us talk about the equipment of the predator. For Leon, your build is your survival kit. In the current meta, Invisi-Heal is a powerful tool, but Spirit Slap has seen a resurgence for those who want to end fights instantly. However, if you are playing with the heart of a protector, Invisi-Heal allows you to stay in the fight longer, hovering near your teammates, ready to strike when they are at their weakest. The speed gear is mandatory. Leon in the bushes is a god. His movement speed combined with the gear makes him faster than almost any projectile in the game. You must learn the curved throw. Leon's blades don't travel in a straight line, they spread. By moving your character sideways as you fire, you can concentrate all three blades into a single point of impact, or spread them out to check for hidden enemies. This is the difference between a rank 20 and a rank 35 Leon. Precision over panic. Silence over noise. Starr Park tried to clone them. They tried to create a version of Leon that was pure machine, but the spirit of the chameleon refused to be digitized. Leon's soul is tied to the ancient world, to the spirits of his ancestors. This is why his hypercharge feels so different. It's not just a boost in stats, it's an awakening. When Leon activates his hypercharge, the world around him slows down. He becomes more than invisible, he becomes a part of the air itself. The tragedy is that every time he uses this power, he drifts further away from being human. He becomes more of a spirit, less of a boy. He fears that one day, he will turn invisible and never be able to turn back. He fears that Nita will look for him and see nothing but an empty forest. This is why he holds onto her so tightly in the chaos of the brawl. She is his anchor to the real world. In the 2026 meta, Leon's role has shifted to a counter-carry. You wait for the enemy's main damage dealer to make a mistake. Against snipers like Bell or Piper, you are the inevitable end. Against tanks, you are the annoying fly that they can never swat. But beware of the vision gear. In the modern game, visibility is your greatest enemy. You must track which enemies have the ability to see through your shroud. Avoid them. Target the weak. It sounds cruel, but in the wild, the predator does not hunt the strongest, he hunts the one that ensures the pack's survival. Leon's life is a series of cold calculations masked by a blue hoodie. As the sun sets over the park and the ride stops spinning, Leon and Nita retreat to the highest peaks of the park, away from the cameras. There, Leon finally takes off the hood. He looks at his sister, who is finally resting after a day of battle. He watches over her, his eyes scanning the darkness for the shadows of Starr Park security. He knows they are coming. He knows the park wants its property back. But as long as Leon has a blade in his hand and the shadows at his back, Nita will never be alone. He is the ghost of the family. The boy who gave up his identity to become a weapon of protection. When you pick Leon, you aren't just picking a brawler with high burst damage. You are picking a guardian. You are picking the silent vow of a brother to his sister. Remember the rhythm of the blades. Remember the timing of the cloak. And above all, remember that the most dangerous thing in the park is the thing you cannot see. Master the shadows, master the fear, and you will master Leon. This has been the deep dive into the Chameleon's soul. Thank you for being part of the Brawlzilla family. We see the things others ignore. We find the truth in the darkness. Stay hidden. Stay lethal. Stay legendary. The park may own the land, but we own the shadows. Leon is waiting for your command. Don't blink, or you'll miss the end. The spirit of the shark is hungry, and the hunt has just begun. Every blade thrown is a message to the park. A message that says you cannot own a spirit. You cannot cage the wind. Nita and Leon, the sun and the moon of the arena, will continue to fight until the walls of Starr Park crumble into dust. And even then, Leon will be there, invisible, making sure his sister finds her way home through the ruins. This is the final truth. The park is a lie, but the bond of the tribe is eternal. Focus your mind, sharpen your blades, and let the invisibility be your shield. In the deep silence of the night, when the stars over the park feel cold and distant, Leon remembers the warmth of the tribe's fire. He remembers the songs their mother sang before the park took everything. Those memories are his true source of power. Not the gadgets, not the gears, but the reminder of who he used to be. Nita is the only one who still carries that light within her. She is the roar, and he is the whisper. Together, they are a force that even the investors of Starr Park fear. When you approach a bush as Leon, you aren't just walking into cover. You are entering your domain. The enemy sees a danger zone, you see a sanctuary. The mastery of Leon requires patience that most players don't have. You must be willing to wait for 30 seconds just for one perfect opening. You must be comfortable with the silence. The 2026 meta rewards the patient, and punishes the reckless. Use your invisibility to scout, to inform your team, and to strike only when victory is guaranteed. This is the legacy of the chameleon. This is the way of the shark. Brawlzilla signing off. See you in the tall grass. Stay dangerous. Stay fast. Stay real. The hunt never ends, and the shadows are always watching.